Welcome back to Easy English Talk, everyone. Today we're chatting about something that touches all our lives, our daily routine. Let's dive right in.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so relevant. Daily routines shape our day to day and create a pattern that we can build on.
Right.
Shall we start with what a typical morning might look like?
Yes, exactly. So, imagine you're waking up bright and early, maybe around 7 o'clock, like David described. He starts his day by brushing his teeth and washing his face. It's like the very first ritual to kick things off.
I love that detail. It reminds me of how a solid morning routine resets your mind, And then he heads off for a cup of coffee in the kitchen. Coffee being kinda the superhero of mornings.
Yep, right. Coffee literally wakes the mind up. And then there's the breakfast part. Eggs and toast for him, plus sometimes some fruit. That blend just whips the energy up nicely.
Exactly. And isn't it so true that when you meet someone, you often ask about their daily routine? It kind of opens up like conversation starters about work, hobbies, and just how they manage their day.
Oh, absolutely. And on that note, Anna shows us a slightly different vibe with her routine. Instead of starting at 7, she gets up around 6:30, opens her window, takes a deep breath. Simple, yet so refreshing.
Yeah, that morning air moment really sets a positive tone. I mean, it's like you're resetting your energy for the day. And then she makes a cup of green tea, so calming.
Right, and then she does her exercise like yoga or stretching for 20 minutes. It's like she's mixing mindfulness with movement. It's like preparing both body and mind simultaneously.
Exactly, totally. And while David takes the bus to work, Anna works online as a content writer. It's fascinating how their routines support very different lifestyles but still share a common goal, starting the day with energy and purpose.
Yeah, and another detail that stands out is how both of them incorporate a midday break or shift in their routine. David even takes a moment at a cafe for a little tea after work, a way to decompress,
Right. True. Whereas Anna takes short breaks every hour during her online work. It's like those mini pauses keep the mind fresh. But I wonder, don't you think it might get a bit too structured sometimes?
I get where you're coming from, but if I may challenge that point, such brief routines actually help in staying focused and prevent burnout, especially when learning a new language. It's a balance, really.
Yeah, fair enough. I can appreciate the structure for language study. Speaking of which, both routines use simple, clear sentences. I wake up at 7, I eat breakfast at 8. It really shows how basic language can be effective.
Right. It's like using everyday vocabulary to communicate efficiently. And these are the kinds of sentences that help learners build their confidence. I go to work at 9 is as clear as it gets.
Absolutely. It's a great reminder that simplicity is key in language. Have you ever noticed how these routines naturally incorporate conversation topics? Like asking, "What do you do after breakfast?" It creates natural dialogue.
Right on. Exactly. It makes language learning a lot more casual, something relatable for everyone. And the podcast even challenges listeners to write a few sentences about their own daily routine. I think that's a neat interactive element.
Yeah, it invites everyone to actively participate, turning passive listening into a dynamic practice session. Speaking of which, don't you think the mixing of personal experiences with language tips really brings a warm community feel?
Definitely. Totally. It's like sitting down with friends over coffee, chatting about your day. And sharing these routines helps others discover new ways to articulate their own lives using everyday English.
I get that. Right. And let's not forget the little details, like David mentioning his bus ride where he listens to music or reads on his phone. It really illustrates small habits that add up to a complete day.
Yep. It is so relatable. And speaking of little things, Anna's detail about taking a deep breath by the window in the morning, it's almost poetic how such a simple act can set a positive tone.
Yeah, absolutely. It shows that your start, no matter how small, can influence the entire day. And the fact that both talk about healthy routines really underlines the importance of self-care.
Right. Self-care is key. And every small act, whether it's a morning coffee, a brief yoga session, or even a quiet break, adds up to a healthier lifestyle. I mean, it's like laying down little building blocks for a good day.
Exactly. I like that analogy. A foundation built one step at a time. It makes daily planning feel both approachable and essential for growth. And this simplicity in conversation is precisely what helps English learners ease into conversation without feeling overwhelmed.
Agreed. Another point is the cultural context. For example, David uses public transportation and a cafe stop, which reflects a common lifestyle in many cities. Meanwhile, Anna incorporates an online work style and creative hobbies like drawing.
Yeah, that really captures the diversity of modern routines, doesn't it? It shows that there's no one right way to set up a day, just what works best for you.
Right. And that flexibility is something we want our listeners to embrace. Use simple English to describe your daily life, but don't feel boxed into a rigid schedule if your day has its twists and turns.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Speaking of, sometimes everyday language doesn't need to be fancy. Keeping sentences straightforward not only builds clarity, but builds confidence in communication.
Absolutely. And let's be honest, starting with basic sentences is the very foundation to advancing in any language. I go to work at 9 might be the simplest phrase, but it's a stepping stone towards more complex conversations later.
True enough. Now, I also appreciate how both routines incorporate leisure, whether it's David watching a movie or Anna meeting friends at a cafe. It highlights the balance between work and play, which is so important in our hectic lives.
I couldn't agree more. Leisure time is therapeutic and crucial for mental health. It's like from the start to the finish of the day, every action serves a purpose.
And the podcast challenges listeners to write sentences about their own routines. That's a smart way to get people thinking and practicing rather than just passively consuming the information.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It builds not just vocabulary but also confidence in using that vocabulary in everyday contexts. And it fosters a sense of community among learners, which is priceless.
Absolutely. One thing I do wonder is, sometimes does the simple language limit expression? I mean, wouldn't more advanced vocabulary be more appealing to some learners?
That's an interesting point indeed. I see what you're saying. But the beauty is in mastering the basics first. Once you're comfortable, then it's easier to expand. Kind of like building a house. You need a strong foundation before adding elaborate rooms.
Yeah, precisely. I like that analogy. It's like a foundation lays the groundwork for creativity. And truly, simplicity doesn't mean lack of depth. It means clarity and approachability.
Exactly. And this clarity is exactly what makes daily conversations accessible, not just for language learners, but for everyday interaction.
Right? So, to wrap it up, whether you're waking up at 6:30 with a deep breath like Anna, or starting your day at 7 with coffee like David, the key takeaway is clear: simple routines help build a foundation for a productive and balanced day.
Absolutely. Yes, and it shows that using simple English can be both effective and engaging. And hey, remember to practice by writing your own daily routine sentences. It's super fun and practical.
Yeah. Before we say goodbye, please remember to subscribe, like, and share. Not only to support ourselves, but to help more people learn English easily.
Right. Thank you all for joining in today. Enjoy practicing and keep those daily routines simple and effective.
Absolutely. Until next time, take care and keep speaking English. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.